You know what? I was gonna cut it, but then I decided we should celebrate. We should celebrate for that. I mean, 6 losses in a row, baby. Hasn't happened since 2021. This doesn't happen every time, every day, every moment, every year. So take advantage. So you know what? We're letting it run out. We're letting it run out because this team has obviously run out of everything. So let's let it run. What else are we gonna do? Sit around and cry about this shit and be like, we're gonna do that. But right now we're gonna listen to this and we're gonna let it play out. For the 6 straight 6 losses. It's halfway to the devil. 6-6. Give me one more, we're going to hell. You know what? I can't do this. I'm sorry. Just cut it. Just fuck it. Who cares? You know what? Just cut it. Just cut it. Fuck it. Oh, wait. I already fucked it up. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm just, I'm just like you right now. I'm a little excited. I'm a little on edge. I'm a little bit like, oh my God, I don't have my pants on. I don't know what's going on anymore. He Cultura. 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 However you say it, that's how you say it. Now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio M-O-G-U-R-A. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cash App. Buy my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon. Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. It's about a rave called the Full Moon Nights. And it's about the last one that we went to. And I had to go buy some shit before we went, and some shit happened. So, check it out. Crazy shit. You can get the softcover at Amazon, the hardcover at Barnes & Noble. Check out octotaku.com, my comic shop. Which I'm telling you, I actually got a new comic today. So you know what? I'm gonna get it back on track. And check out my blogs on octotaku.com. I gotta update, I gotta do a couple writings. It's just, I'm trying to find the groove at the office right now, and I don't know what to tell you. Check out my TeePublic. A lot of great designs. I've uploaded the buy the Heat Cultura, the official Heat Cultura t-shirt is available on my TeePublic. Go get one. Join Heat Cultura. Join the Heat Cultura. Join it. And then last, check out my Spotify playlist. and all my releases, my musical releases, dating back to 1999 up until last year, with my latest release, "The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth." Please check that out. I need some streams, man. I need the boost. So hook it up, man. You know, Vietnam came through. 6 million streams. If Vietnam can come through, why can't you? They gave me 6 million streams. You're gonna come on. Let's go. Get on it. I'm sorry it took a little bit to get things started, but like fucking posting on Threads, man, like they limit you to a certain number of tags, a certain number of mentioning of people, and I was trying to mention like 4 people, and it's like, oh, that's too much, and like it's a pain in the ass to write out everything, and you know, it's like Cultura live and the link and the dig at the back and the beginning, and it's like, you know, and then I have to do these certain amount of the right pictures to, you know, convey my feelings after the game, and you know, that just took so long fucking time, bro. And so I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. And like it didn't work like 3 times, and I was like, fuck, bro. And I was like, and then I got to a point where I was like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'll go fuck. I had coffee. Yeah, I had coffee. I'm sorry. I did have coffee. Fucking reposted this shit. I don't want to repost this shit. Sorry. I'm just trying to post it now to the studiomogura threads. Which also check out Threads. If you're on Threads, man, join Threads. Get off of fucking Twitter. Get off of that fucking bullshit fucking site. I can't believe so many people are just stuck on there just because they're so fucking lazy. Everyone that you're on there right now, that's a clear sign for you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, shit, I should have left this shit a year ago. It's me. But everyone over there that's still hanging over there that we respect, I don't know what to tell you, man. There's a lot of people that are still over there that I love to support, and they're like, oh, we're posting on X. I'm like, it's like, why? Why? Don't even mention that fucking place, man. And people just don't, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, so we're posting on Threads. So check us out on Threads, threads.net / at studiomogura, Studio Mogura, right? Or add me on Instagram, you know, Instagram and Threads. I just went back to Instagram, but I'm not really using Instagram anymore, because I get no traction there, I get no views, I get nothing over there. It's una mierda de pinga. So let me just post this real quick, and then I can give you my full undivided attention right after I do something else. I don't know. What do you want me to say? The heat. Ain't nothing we can do about this shit. I'm not gonna get pissed off. I already gave myself a hernia 2 years ago watching Jimmy Butler miss, you know, be a shot away from the fucking finals. Okay? I already gave myself a fucking hernia that I'm still dealing with to this day. I don't need to waste any fucking energy, any of my health at all, in any part of my body on the Miami Heat during the regular season. That's not what we do here. You can do that shit if you want to just feel the ride and feel the snake of the fucking NBA season, just like, because you need it in your veins. I understand that. I need the NFL in my veins. We get it. But, you know, too much of that, and you know what happens. So that's why I'm not. I can't overload on that. I can't OD on that. I don't want to. And they try and get you because they try and hit you with 85 games. Watch it today. Watch it today. Watch it. That's why, you know what? When I wasn't doing Cultura before, I was missing the games at the end of last year and all the stuff, and even the beginning of this year, that I haven't really been on track. Even the last game I missed. You know, I'm not gonna kill myself, man. I have my day job, and I get home and I have to like mentally like motivate myself to either draw, to write, or to spend the night pitching. And like lately, because I'm like, I look at my portfolio and I'm like, I've got a nice amount of scripts that, you know, I can throw out there. I have a bunch of other ideas and scripts that I've started to tinker with and write, you know, from years prior and even up to now. I'm coming up with new ideas. So I'm constantly writing on that stuff. So I feel bad not focusing on you know, focusing on new things and not, either just kind of tweaking the stuff that I already have, or just pitching stuff out. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna just start pitching all this stuff out that I have until I should be able to sell or option one of the things that I have right now, because I've got a lot of good things. So there's that, and then I've decided, okay, pitch, and it's like pitching is fucking so tedious, because it's like it's all copy paste, but at the same time copy paste, and you gotta like check who it is that you're sending it to and see if you can tweak it to kind of like personalize it for that person and all that kind of stuff. And then it's just like finding research, sitting here looking, searching, okay, collecting data, and then okay, pitch, and it's like you're doing, finally when you finally get to the point where you're gonna just start sending pitches out, it's like 3 in the morning. And so to do this, the only reason I'm doing this is because the game was at 3 o'clock, and I could bang this out, and like I still have a sore throat. It's crazy, but like right now it doesn't feel so bad. So like I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's just get one in real quick, and let's get back on track. Which is what he needs to do. You just need to get back on track. All they gotta do. Get back on track. And what do you want me to do? I don't have the room for it right now. I don't have the room for the this. You know what we're dealing with right now? Tomorrow is the AFC and NFC championship game. We're dealing with the Jets not being in that shit again. That's all. That's in the back of my mind somewhere. I'm like, I wiped that away, like like it was a endless, spotless mind, whatever. Put that contraption on my head and took it away. But it's coming back. It haunts me. It haunts us all. I mean, we've gone through it over and over as well. We've talked about this before. It's just right now. That's why it's like I'm not really motivated, because there's nothing new to talk about right now. There's nothing new. There's nothing fresh. I mean, what? You want to talk about this new guy that we got? Why? He's just a new guy. He is the new guy. The new guy's got to show me. Just like everybody else. Even the team right now, even not the new guys, they got to show me. Everybody's got to show me right now. There's only one guy right now who's really trying hard, and that's like straight up Joaquin Jaquez. Is Joaquin Jaquez? Jaquez Jr.? Let's just call him Jaquez. We got to find a name for him. We got to find a name for this guy. I like Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. JJ. No. J Jr.? No. I don't know. You can figure it out. You tell me. It's just, he's the only one that's trying because he's a rookie. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? But this is how it is, rookie. He came into a weird time. If this was he previously, they'd be like, what the fuck? But right now, he came into this time that he's like, probably, why does this team seem like they don't care? Why doesn't anybody care here? And it's like, no, it's not that, man. It's just, we've all discovered how to flip a switch. And, like, you get flashes of the switch in the middle of the game when they start to pump it out. Like, oh, they show you, well, we can score on you. We can defend you. But they just don't want to do it for the whole fucking game. I don't know. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? Oh, well, he's got to raise his percentage. No, again, I'm gonna tell you for the millionth time, not here. You go to every other NBA analysis, please go somewhere else with that. They're gonna give you the stats, they're gonna give you the things and all that crap. Fine, good, congratulations. That's not what we do here. We know this team. We look into the team's eyes, and we look into the edges of its soul. We look deep inside it, into the void of this team. And that's where we find the heart of it. Trapped in darkness. Imprisoned away for an entire NBA regular season. And once the playoffs begin, or the desire or the need to ensure a playoff appearance, that entity floating in the middle of space awakes. And it begins its journey back onto Earth, to destroy us all. We were lucky that Jokic came and beat them at the end, because if not, the world would have ended probably. That's all I can say. That's all you can know. I don't know what Spo's going to do. I feel like he's got to make some kind of moves, got to do something. But, you know, a lot of this right now that we're going through, this isn't players. I don't know. I don't know, man. These guys are all talented. These guys have. This is coaching. This is because we see this every year. This is a habit. Again, I mean, go listen to my previous Culturas. Go listen to the previous seasons. Please support. Check them out. I know I haven't updated the podcast. You know what? Maybe I'll do that today since I got home early and we watched the game. We're here chilling. And after we're done here, you know what? I'm going to really try to edit the shit. And you got to download it and you got to cut it up. And it's a pain in the ass. Something happened that it doesn't work. I don't know. I've been trying to upload, and every time I upload it, just uploading, and it doesn't work. So I have to extract the wave, the audio, and I'm like, ugh, and I start doing something else, and I forgot. And then 3,000 years pass. You know, there's no point in pointing the finger to Duncan Robinson or this guy or Tyler Hero or that guy or oh my God, in your face, covered in jello. There's no reason to do that shit. They're all culpable. Everybody's at fault here. Everybody's in the shit right now. Estamos en la mierda, todo mundo. You know, you want to cry about it? Go fucking cry about it. I'm not going to cry about it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fucking get stoned. Fuck it. That's what we're going to do. That's what this Cultura is about right now. It's getting fucking ripped up. Because you know why? Fuck it. Go and look to season 1. I don't know the episode number, but you know what the title is? Fuck it. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm joking? That is why I am not scared. I'm not worried. Even if we go through this fucking stretch and at the end we lose and we don't make the playoffs and if you fucking miss out, whose fault is that? My fault? Fans' fault? No. So why do we do this to ourselves? I don't want to do this to ourselves. No. I had told myself a long time ago, and if I became a Miami Heat fan, man, I wasn't gonna treat it like I treat the Jets. If this was the Jets, I mean, like this past Jets season, like I was ravenous. I was ready to eat someone's flesh. It's crazy. Just out in the streets. Ah! That's how we all were in New York. I know I'm not in New York, but you know what I mean. I've learned from the past Culturas. I learned from what I've seen in the past with this team. This is the same goddamn team. This isn't anybody different. We live with these people. They're our roommates. You know the habits of your roommates. You know the habits of your siblings. You know the habits of your lovers. So if you know the habits, why are you constantly still getting pissed off that, oh, they left the fucking toilet seat up, or oh, she didn't fucking do this thing, or I don't fucking know, whatever. Don't matter. There's no reason to get pissed off. So I'm pissed off right now. I don't know what's happening outside, but like there's like people yelling now, and in the morning there's a guy with like this horrible, this little shitty dirt bike that he goes around, and it's just so, it's like, dude, it's Tuesday at like 10 a.m. What are you doing? You know, and I live in areas that you just ride that shit to the park and then do it in the park, but don't do it up and down the street. What are you doing? That's what we're dealing with. I don't know, man. I mean, like, solutions? Anybody? Get another player? Trade somebody? Whatever. Wasn't it nice to see the Knicks, like, with Precious? I hope Spo was feeling stupid after this because should never gonna. I liked Precious. I don't got him for Lowry, right? I think so. And now this is what happens. A few players that kept the Heat Cultura. We gotta get bigger. I mean, like, we gotta play Bryant. We gotta play the other guy, Robinson, but I don't even think he was available. I don't know where the other guys is. I want to see Swider on the court. I want to see Swider. We gotta get Swider minutes because we need 3. We need firepower, and he's not going. This is the same situation that we are every year, bro. There's a guy on the bench that can hit the fucking 3, and Spo doesn't know him, so he doesn't play him. And then we fucking get to a point where we're like, oh my god, we're dying because nobody can fucking hit a 3. And then they put the guy in and he fucking hits a 3, and it's like, oh my god, Spo is a genius. We saw at the end of preseason that Swider was a fucking 3 maniac. That's why we nicknamed him Swider Man. The guy came into preseason with a nickname. How often do we, like, get a player out of wherever and he comes with a nickname? It never happens. So why aren't we playing this guy? Play him. Duncan Robinson, oh, wow, he makes it to the back. Oh, thank you very much, Duncan Robinson, for your 9 points, or whatever the hell it was. Man, these guys are supposed to be averaging 20 points a game, bro. They're not. They're averaging shit. They're averaging scrambling. Oh, my God, we got to do something at the end. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to point out the facts. This team is not even in a free fall, but they're falling. Obviously. Someone pushed them down the stairs and they fell 6 flights. Ah! I pulled out the gaseous clay because I felt since we're getting beaten the shit and everyone's beating the absolute crap out of us, we might as well get the gaseous clay 27% so that we beat ourselves to shit. So here we go. What do we need to do? Put motherfuckers on the court and make them shoot. You know? I hate to inform you, but we're not alive right now. All of us are dead here in Shimoda. All dead in Shimoda right now. All of us floating in space. Cold. Bodies. Mixed in with the metals and rocks that was once Earth. Why? Because Duncan Robinson missed a wide open 3. Go listen to the previous Culturas, please, season 1 and season 2, so you know what the hell I'm goddamn talking about. The foundation of this show is the shit that Duncan Robinson does to us. And the idea that if aliens landed on this planet, threatened us with its destruction, unless Duncan Robinson hit a wide open 3, I would walk to the aliens. I would tell them, hand me the button because I am pressing that shit. I ain't going to wait. Why are we going to wait? We know what's going to happen. He ain't going to make it. Goodbye. Click. That is us, floating in LCL. We have all now become one. Instrumentality has taken over. Thank you, Duncan Robinson. Thank you. Or at least Caleb Barton is, he's still there. He still got it. But Caleb has changed completely with this 3. You noticed in the beginning, Caleb was like 1, 2, 3, shoo, and he had to have this weird motion. But now he's been able to just pull up and Pero eso fue milagro, de verdad. I mean, this guy that we got from Charlotte, he's just Kendrick Nunn. There you go. That's it. Moving on. That's my evaluation. What do we got? What else we got? We gotta mix in more guys that we don't normally play, and we gotta get some more shit out of it. I don't even think we saw Josh Richardson today. Did we see Josh Richardson at all the entire game? Was he playing? Was he available? I don't know. Why am I asking for him? It's Josh Richardson. Who gives a fuck? See where we're at right now? This is where we're at right now. We're fucking asking for Josh Richardson. We have reached is Josh Richardson gonna help us phase of the Miami Heat season. Welcome. There are candies on your left and sleeping pills on your right. I don't know. Maybe it's the gaseous clay that's making me dark. I got nothing. Just waiting on the new episode of True Detective. That's about it. My dad's telling me to watch Fargo, and I'm like, I don't want to get into Fargo. Yeah, the movie's good. I don't want to really watch it. He's like, oh my god, you gotta watch it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it at some point. At some point. But you know what? I lied. I started rewatching Daredevil again. I wanted to get back into season 3, feel it a little bit better, because of they're bringing everybody back, and I think it's gonna be fuego. I mean, okay, we're talking fuego. I think it's gonna be fuego, and I think they're gonna do us a really good adaptation of Bullseye, because I like that guy. That guy was creepy. People were like, oh, I want someone better. No. That guy was good. And if you go watch season 3, I mean, the way that it ends, you're like, ooh. Imagine the way that it ends right there, and then Marvel Studios picking up right after that. Give it to me. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, there's no point anymore to let these teams get to you, these organizations get to you, let these fans just don't, at any levels, in Marvel, in Star Wars, and in sports, and in politics, everything. You know what? Fuck it. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. You know where's the line and what to cross and what not to. If you're crossing it too much, you know what? Fuck those people. Just, you know what? Goodbye. Give people a chance, for sure. Give people a chance, though. Because a lot of times now, that's been what the internet has created, is this weird kind of mentality of like, well, I'm going to cut you off forever. I'll never talk to you again. Goodbye. Yeah, I didn't like what you said about, Harry Potter. Or Bugs Bunny. How dare you say that? Go to hell. And it's like that. About everything. And sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's not. And I just fear like, oh, we're not giving people like a second chance, I'm guilty of it. I do it sometimes. Oh, this person says, oh, fuck this, I'm not gonna follow this person. Sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's not. I'll try not to. I don't want to do it all the time. I want to try and be like, oh wow, okay, this person's something that I really didn't like, but it wasn't like literally offensive. It was just like they didn't like, this Marvel movie. If like you see it all the time, oh, this Marvel movie sucks, Marvel movie sucks, I mean, then fuck it, go to hell. But if it's like, oh, I really didn't like, this one show, it's like, okay, give him a chance. But we don't do that anymore, and then that has led into like every other aspect of humanity. It's like you meet somebody and it's like they, I don't know, use a fork wrong. And you're like, You can go to hell. Get out of my life. I never want to see you again. And that's how we are now. Is that right? Is it wrong? Who gives a shit? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Do you know? No, you don't. Nobody knows. You know who knows? Nobody. God knows? No, he doesn't. Jesus knows? Maybe. Satan knows? For sure. He's got the answers. Yeah. Tell me he doesn't. You think Satan got kicked out of heaven? Hell no. He dipped. He just didn't renew his lease. He was like, this place is a little too fucking lame for me. Do you think they get naked in heaven? No, they don't. They don't. They're all up there like, super conservative. That's just the weird thing about religion at this point, I think sometimes, is that it's like, it's a reward. It's like, don't do anything in life so that you're rewarded in this other life. Like, did I do something before? Did I do nothing before so that I was supposed to be rewarded for this life? Or am I not supposed to do something now to be rewarded in the next life? What if I do something now because I thought I wasn't, because I didn't do nothing in the other life, and this is supposed to be the reward life, but I'm like, oh, I'm going to treat it like the one not to, because what if we just do that forever, perpetually? Into infinity. That seems pretty shitty. Satan's not doing that. He's hanging out right now. He's watching the game. He's not even paying attention. He's like, dude, can you move on, please? And I'm like, sorry. My bad. I'm not going to get on Jimmy, bro, because Jimmy is... I want Jimmy healthy. I want Jimmy, there for us. 100%. When it's time to go. But I don't want Jimmy to hurt himself. And I don't want Jimmy to... But I also don't want him to, like, just be, like, completely unmotivated. And, like, I fear that this idea of, we're not going to be really put much into the season, like the regular season. I fear, like, it's going to create, like, this really... This weird beast that ultimately we can't control. And it's something that will always stick with this organization. I don't want that to happen. I want to enjoy regular season at some point in my life. But this is like... problematic, because what if they get to the playoffs and they run through fucking everybody again? I mean, Will Ball said it on fucking... in the broadcast. He was like, I'm not going to really worry about this team because, they do this shit. We've seen this shit before. And it's like, yeah. Every year we have a moment in the season where we have the worst shooting percentage in the league. The last time that we were number one, like, that was the year that we lost. The years that we beat people were like, oh, they have no offense. So, you know what? We have no offense this year. Okay, cool. We have no offense, I feel like, now. Right now, we don't have any offense. And we just got to keep grinding through this shit until we get back up. Like, until the pendulum swings back the other way. Until we go to the bell curve, we finally reach the top of the bell curve, and now we're coming down the mountain, and we're like, ah! Thank you for listening. To your left, right to that. Not gonna worry. Do what, me worry? Do you even know where that's from? Like, do any of you know that's from? What, me worry? Do you know what that is? I think we've reached a point where I don't think people know what that is anymore. Weird. I'm getting more depressed now. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Nothing. We've already said it before. That's what the fuck it means. The fuck it means, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm moving on. I'm gonna do something else. And that's what you gotta do. Because if not, you will literally go insane. Your brains will ooze out of your nose. Like, oh, God. Just like that. Can't have that. It's too early in the season. Start to worry after the All-Star break. That team is going to have to really push the All-Star break run. I mean, are really that bad? Look, man, I really don't want to fall under 500, but ain't nothing telling me that that's not going to happen. Because guess where we're going? Sorry, that was the gaseous clay coming at me. Guess where we're going now? Pivot, Kevin Durant. Hello. That was Kevin Durant. Hello. And you think he's going to lose to us? Pretty sure is it at Phoenix? I don't know. Does it matter? Suck at home anyways. La mierda de pinga. Fucking A. What an absolute shit show. It's at home. Oh, I don't know, man. It's just, this is weird, bro. The next two at home, it's again, but there's Suns and Kings, and we gotta win one of these goddamn games, man. I mean, why can't we win against the Suns, bro, at home? Or Kings at home. That's a really far trek for them. You know, send them to South Beach or some shit. I don't know. So that's why it's just like, you know, you're talking about 8. We're gonna go 8, and if we win, if our next win comes against the Wizards, I'll be very disappointed. I'll be like, man, that's just, we can't have that, dude. We can't be always just depending on the Wizards, depending on the Magic, depending on, like, you know, beating all those shitty teams again, year in and year out, just to bucking. But you know what? This is the shit, bro. This is the loop that we're in now. Is because you it hurts. You want to enjoy the season, and it hurts to watch them just like get totally like ass kicked by everybody, and like only win against like the bottom barrel teams, and then finally show up at the end. It's just you have to wait to the end. This waiting game is just like, oh god, and that's what's like, oh god, you know. So I understand, but this is not easy. It really isn't. And these are just major fucking ass whippings that we've been taking. I mean, the Magic even beat us, and they whipped their asses. Like, this whole streak is an ass whip like session. Look, even back to our last win. Jesus Christ, when was our last win? Our last win was against the Nets, 96-95. 96-95, a 1-point win. And it's like, and then we lost to the Raptors, 97-121. And the Hawks beat us by 1. That's like losing to them by like 80. Same thing. It's ridiculous. Shouldn't be losing to them. The Magic came back and beat our asses, 105-87. That's an ass whipping. It's a 20-point ass whipping. That's a 20-point ass whipping. Okay, don't give me that shit. That's a 20-point ass whipping. Are 2 points? Fuck you. It's a 20-point ass whipping. Grizzlies, 105-96. Again, it's almost 10 points. 9 points? Get the fuck out of here. That's 10 points. Get the fuck out of here. And look at that. The Celtics, 143-110. Jesus fucking Christ. And today, 109-125. That was an ass whipping today. It's just, that's an ass whipping. We're just getting ass whipped everywhere. Like just.
I mean, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Because the a win against the Wizards and the Clippers, or Magic and Spurs, none of those are guaranteed anymore. The Wizards maybe, but none of this shit's guaranteed. And then right after this nice little moment where we like maybe get to breathe for like a gulp, maybe to take a gulp before the fucking tidal wave of the Celtics and the Bucks and the 70 fucking Sixers. Followed by a nice little road trip to the Pelicans, the Kings, the Trailblazers, and go ahead, everyone all together now, the Nuggets. The Heat currently playing the way that they're playing, are staring at a really, really dark road. Actually, now I look at it, man. I mean, like this is like I'm gonna be real with you right now, dude. And it's like if our plan is to, I don't know what our plan is, to be completely honest with you. I mean, if our plan is to just try and steer this ship, like I kind of want to say it should have been now because we are at home a lot of these games, but all of this shit coming up is gonna be, well, the Celtics is a home game. It's another home game. Bucks is on the road. 76ers is on the road. Pelicans on the road. Kings on the road. Trailblazers on the road. Nuggets on the road. And then eventually, after two fucking bullshit games at home, we have Mavericks, Thunder, fucking Wizards again, and then Nuggets again, Pistons twice after the 76ers, Cavs, Pelicans, Cavs again, Warriors, Trailblazers, Heat. Oh no, Wizards. I mean, how many times are we gonna play the fucking Wizards, bro? I feel like we played the Wizards like a million times already. What the fuck? By this time, March 31st, we've played them 8 times. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. This is not gonna be fucking easy, bro. This is not gonna be pretty either. This is gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. This is gonna be. I mean, thank God we had this little buffer that somehow. I mean, I don't even remember getting so many games above 500. I don't know how we did that. How do we do that? Look at us now. How do we do that? Tell me. How? How did we have a cushion for an 8-game losing streak? How do we have that? Like, what is going on? We had a 10-game cushion. I mean, like, we're just letting this shit fucking sink. Like, are we gonna do this again? Are we gonna just like fall and then we're gonna and then get it all back? Like, what is going on? Does Spo know this? Is this part of the plan? Does this happen when you look at the season in bunches rather than in single games? Because I look at the Knicks, and the Knicks are 29-17, and I'm like, I guess a normal person would be like, wow, they're 29 and we have only 24 wins. Like, that's a 5-game, and it's like, I looked at it, I'm like, that's like nothing. We can get that back. We could make that up, no problem. They could lose 5 games. I'm trying to ingrain this moment into my head and really attach this memory into my core banks. So it is, painted on my cerebral cortex for when, like, and if I want to say like, but when I really want to say if we are in the playoffs and running through everybody again. Which right now I don't think is gonna. I mean, I have to believe that's what's gonna happen because this is just mirror image of the last couple years with this team. So this is off of experience handling this animal, and it you know how it works, how it is. If we're doing what we did last year it's just going to be really strange looking back at this moment when I'm like, if we're doing what we're doing last year and we're actually doing it, it's going to create of just, it's going to be for real. And it's going to be out there because you're going to have a 2-year sample of this shit. And that's like practically a blueprint. That's most definitely a formula. And I'll be happy along with everyone else that like we're deep in it again. You know, but I'll be worried about the precedents that we're going to set, and I'll be worried about the habits that we're going to create, and I'll be worried about the conversations that will spawn. Because people will take notice. They still haven't, and I say that like totally for sure that they will, even though like people should have already taken notice literally after last year. They should have taken notice literally after the bubble. They should have taken notice literally since we've been appearing literally in the championship game on and off pretty much like for the last 5 years. I think we only missed one. I don't know, dude. Like, it's just, we've been in it. And I just, if we, like, what do we say about ourselves if we get to this point again and it's the same thing? What is going, I mean, and I know my dad said something today. He was like, I'm going to worry about today. Not worry about, like, you know, other clients that haven't come in yet or other situations that haven't. No, we're going to worry about what we have today. And it's like, is that what this team is doing? Are they worrying about today? Feeling that it's not that big of a deal? Realizing it's not a big a deal? I just, should they worry about today so that they focus more and are more motivated and just win today? Don't worry about getting into the playoffs, just win today. Get back to winning today. I mean, I think that makes more sense. To focus on winning today. Because if you focus on like, we'll have enough wins at the end. I mean, I don't like that because sometimes you don't have enough wins in the end. That's happened to us before where we lost. We have to scramble at the end after All-Star break and try and win, and then we just can't keep up, you know, because everyone else is winning too. And then it's to a point where you can't drop one game, and then we drop the one game. And then we're out by one game. Like, just forget everything else. Forget getting into the playoffs. Forget doing a run. Forget this. Just beat the Suns. Just beat the Suns. Beat them. That's it. Don't even worry about the Kings. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. No, beat the Suns. That's it. And it's just interesting because Cultura began after a Suns game. Go back to episode 1 of Cultura. Episode 1 of Cultura started after the Suns beat the living shit out of us. And we were on a losing streak. Dare I say, a 6-game losing streak. Now I have to go back. Maybe. But it was a losing streak where the Suns were beating our asses. The Suns beat their asses. And I came in after I went out to a show and I came in and I was like, estamos de pinga. And I had thoughts. had words I need to get out. And I got them out. And that's how He Cultura came to be. So, as I leave you here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check out that first He Cultura to see what was the losing streak then, what was happening right before then, and why is it that, oh my God, because I felt like things were falling apart. And shortly after that, we lost a bunch of games, I think, and then we took off. And that's when we took it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics, and we lost by Jimmy's shot. And then the next year we take it all the way. Lost to Jokic, but we took it all the way. Okay? So I don't think it was 21, but it could have been 2020. It could have been that. It could have been. And it could have been, like, I think it was maybe close to New Year's. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, it was very similar to the situation that we're going to go into the Suns with a big-ass losing streak. We need wins. We need this. What the fuck is going on? We're falling apart. And we still made it in the end. Last year, same thing. Oh, my God, who's this team? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. We still made it in the end. Look, man, even if we lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, yeah, that sucks because we always want to win titles, man. We always want to win titles, and I feel like this team should be winning titles. This team gets zero respect, even when we go and we show up and all that stuff like that. So that we have to make the most of it when we get to the end. Because all it does is just, it fuels their fire that they turn out to be right. We can't do it. And it doesn't matter that we beat them and we get to the end. But those people remember other rings. And we got to start adding to the collection. Like, no fucking around. And I don't know how you're going to do it with this team and these people, but these guys have done it before. They've gone to the end. And everyone else that I've seen, they're just playing good, better. So if we play better and our guys are doing their average of 20 points a game, our main starters, I mean, you got to start Duncan Robinson. You can't take him off the goddamn fucking bench, but he's got to start. He's got to start. He's got to start. He's got to start. Jaquez has got to start. Butler's got to start. Bam's got to start, and Hero's got to start. And that's your starting fucking five. That's your starting five. That's the starting five that we need to go with in this team. And motherfuckers that come off the bench is Highsmith, comes off the bench. You got to get Robinson and you got to get Bryant into the game. One or the other has got to get into the game, and they got to give us something. Because you got to back up Bam with one of the big guys. Not somebody else. Not Caleb Martin or some shit like that. Or not fucking Jay Rich. Caleb Martin has got to come in and he can't literally back up Bam. He can't do that. He's got to come in and he's got to take guys that he could take. And he's got to get timing. So you gotta get Caleb Martin in this game. You gotta get Swider in this game. Get him from the very end of the bench. Put him in the fucking game. Make him the first backup to come into the goddamn game. Get him minutes. Make that guy take shots, man. Because what's gonna end up happening is he's gonna motivate fucking Duncan Robinson to get his shit in order. Because if not, there's always going to be a Strus there to take it from you. And that's our deal with Robinson. Every year, Strus was there to take it from him. And then we finally gave it to Strus. And then Strus left. So now, that's why we got to get Swider in the lineup. Got to get him in the lineup. Got to get our other young guys. Where is Jovic? Where is Jovic? Where is this other guy that oh my God, I forgot his name already. Our young guys. Did you send them back to the D League? Why? These guys have been in this organization long enough. Okay. They need to play. So they're just don't be giving minutes to Jay Rich, man. Give this guys minutes, bro. So I mean, I don't know. And if they're hurt, they're hurt. Okay, they're hurt. I didn't know. But you know what? I don't think they're hurt. I haven't heard that they're hurt. So, gotta figure this out, man. Gotta figure this out. And, I don't know, man. I mean, Hampton has to play. Kane, where's Jamal Kane, bro? You know? Excuse me. Where's Jamal Kane? You gotta get these guys into the game. You gotta give them minutes so that we see if they're giving us anything. I mean, where's RJ Hampton? Put him in the game. Like, are all these guys hurt? I mean, none of these guys are hurt. I don't think any of these guys are hurt. Everyone was starting. Everyone was good. Up to, hey, Highsmith was out there. Where are these guys? We got to try these guys out. And I know these guys are good sparks. And sometimes these guys come in and just give a spark and then motivates the other guys. That's all we need. That's all they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to take over the game and be the next Michael Jordan. They're supposed to just give a spark. Haywood Highsmith always does that shit, man. Always, bro. He was the only one hitting fucking threes and shit. He was the only one, along with Jaquez, that was trying, bro. So, when Jovic back in the game, start Duncan Robinson. He can't come off the bench. This motherfucker has got to start, bro. It's time for him to start. Always, man. Start him with Hero. Bam. Butler. Hero. Jaquez. Robinson. Forget this fucking point guard bullshit. Everybody on this team is a goddamn point guard. You want a point guard? Make Bam the goddamn point guard. Make Bam the damn point guard. I don't care. You know, because if in the end, if Terry Rozier gives us the same amount of points as fucking Lowry, bro, we shouldn't have gotten rid of Lowry. Because Lowry is different in the fucking playoffs, man. That's one thing that I've learned in the last couple of years is that if he gets into the playoffs healthy, he's different. And he will show the fuck up in the playoffs. Like, that's a for sure thing with Lowry. So that is hanging over Terry Rozier's head. Is that when we get to the playoffs, he better show up. Because Lowry shows up in the playoffs. Don't tell me no. I mean, we had that run literally last year because Lowry was just going absolutely bonkers at times. And then at times he'd drive us crazy. But I'm pretty sure Lowry was really good last year in the playoffs. That's how we got deep. Without Hero. I don't have anything else to say. I think we're gonna end it there. Yeah. No, I was trying to give you the hour because there was a big break in the middle because I was trying to post and all that shit. So that's why I was trying to go over a little bit. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know what? He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. Heat cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it. Now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio Mogura. Remember, hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cash App. Check out my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Check out my comic shop, octotaco.com, also with my blog. Check out my TeePublic. And then also, check out my Spotify playlist with all my releases dating back to 1999 and my latest release from last year, The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth. Please stream my music. Please. The more you stream my music, that's the easiest thing you can do. There's plenty of beats since 1999 for you to choose from. I'm sure you'll find a favorite. I'm sure you'll find one that you like. That way, that's the easiest way you can support me, honestly. It's so easy. It's just, that's how you do it, That way I get a couple bucks every month, and that really goes a long way, honestly. Literally, thank you again, Vietnam, for your 6 million streams. Your $200 went to a new battery in my car. And that's literally what you guys do. You guys, help me out just by listening to my music, and I can go get a new battery. So if you guys can just really just do that, that's all I ask. That, buy my book, please, and check that out and enjoy it, okay? I don't know when the next game is, and who gives a shit, even though I know it's against Phoenix, and it's on Monday. So,
You know what? We're gonna have to do another Hikultura on Monday for sure against the Phoenix because it just has this weird metaphysical tie to the beginning of Hikultura. So we gotta do the Suns game. So that's all. I feel like the Suns game for me is like always like the beginning of the season of Hikultura. It's a weird thing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have another one. I know. We're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Who gives a shit? Probably gonna fucking lose. Who cares? You know? Do you care? I don't care. Do you care? Do you really care? Don't freak out. Just freak out.